Welcome to Nintendo Week. I'm Gary.
And I'm Allison. For some folks, the holidays are a time to take a well-deserved break. But around here, we just get busier.
This week, we'll take a look at Raving Rabbids, Travel in Time.
Gary will share some more tips for Donkey Kong Country Returns.
If you received a holiday gift card or a Nintendo Points card, we've got some suggestions about how to use it.
And we'll check out the Super Mario All-Stars History Soundtrack CD from Super Mario All-Stars Limited Edition.
A show like this calls for some celebratory mystery nog.
Awesome mystery nog. What's in it?
I'll tell you at the end of the show, bros. The Super Mario games are famous for great music that complements the gameplay, and the Super Mario All-Stars History Soundtrack CD, which is included with Super Mario All-Stars Limited Edition, is a tribute to that legacy.
The CD was compiled by the people who work on the Super Mario series of games, led by original composer Koji Kondo.
It has 10 music tracks from 10 Super Mario games, plus 10 sound effects tracks from the original Super Mario Bros.
Each selection is a piece of Mario's history.
The CD kicks off with the ground theme from Super Mario Bros. I've heard this so many times, but I never get tired of it.
That's no accident. Since gamers have to repeat levels, the music has to be something they can enjoy over and over. Koji Kondo says that when he can listen to a piece of music for hours, he knows he's done with it.
The music in the Super Mario games often clues players into what's coming next.
When you hear the athletic theme begin in Super Mario Bros. 3, that's the game's way of letting you know that the level is going to be more challenging.
Super Mario World was the first Super Mario game for the Super NES, which could make more sounds, compared to just 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment System.
The Super NES could make sounds that resembled real instruments, so the ground theme of Super Mario World is less electronic than previous ones.
I think I can hear some banjo in there.
And maybe tuba?
Musical themes make repeat appearances over the course of the Super Mario series and within the games themselves. For example, the ground theme from Super Mario 64 shows up later in the game rearranged as the slider theme, which is included on the CD. Super Mario Galaxy was the first Super Mario game to feature an orchestral score, and that's because it was the first game in the series set in outer space.
According to Koji Kondo, the orchestral theme conveys the vastness of the game's setting.
Every selection on the Super Mario All-Stars History Soundtrack CD has a story behind it.
But the collection is only available as part of the Super Mario All-Stars Limited Edition.
Donkey Kong is a character with a lot of moves. Today's tips are all about perfecting them. One of Donkey Kong's best moves is his barrel roll, and in this game, you'll want to master it. The very second KONG letter you come across is hanging out in a pit. How do you get to it? Perform a barrel roll or Kong roll with Diddy Kong on your back, and then at the last minute press the A button to jump to safety. You'll use this move over and over again in even more precarious situations. Donkey Kong spends a lot of his time squashing and bouncing off enemies. If you let go of the A button or keep holding it down during the jumps, you'll do a low bounce. But if you tap the A button a second time just as you land on the enemy, Donkey Kong gets a boost and bounces higher. This move helps you get out of reach items, including KONG letters. Pick up a copy of the game Donkey Kong Country Returns and try these moves out for yourself today. This holiday season, Allison and I gave each of our relatives a Nintendo points card or a gift card so that they could pick out games for themselves.
Here are some of the thank you notes they sent us. This one's from my cousin Cindy May. Hey Allison, thanks for the Nintendo points card. I use my Wii points on a fine WiiWare game which I downloaded from the WiiWare service. Fluidity is a physics adventure puzzle game with the craziest hero you ever did see, Water. You guide it through the pages of the magical book Aquaticus trying to defeat an evil force called the Influence. Yeehaw! Then I took advantage of the cute little virtual console service and downloaded a real nice game called Mario Party 2. Now up to 3 gentlemen callers and I can compete in mini-games as Mario, Luigi, and their friends dress up in themed costumes. Thanks again, Cousin Allison. You ready to take on the Influence, Flossie?
This next one's from my cousin Tank. He's a roadie for a metal band. Hey Gareth, thanks for the Nintendo points card. I'm on the road a lot, so I redeemed it for Nintendo DSi points and used them to download games from the DSiWare service. First, I got Cave Story, an epic side-scroller with a mysterious lead character and a brutal system of leveling up and leveling down. Brutal in a good way. I also got a Shantae Risky's Revenge. Where else could I play as a well-coiffed half-genie using magic and skill to defeat a thieving pirate? Seriously, where else? Do you know anywhere? Hey, thanks again, G, and keep on belly dancing.
You're welcome, Tank. This one's from my second cousin Penelope. Don't tell anyone, but she's royalty. Dear Allison, when I'm not attending a coronation or a beheading, I love playing games on my Wii console. Kirby's Epic Yarn is simply divine. You, your enemies, and your environment are all made of yarn and cloth, and I very much identify with that Prince Fluff character. Additionally, with my gift card, I purchased Wii Party, which allows me to compete in mini-games with up to 3 other players. The house party games even make my parlor part of the fun. We adore it, and yes, that was the royal Wii. Fondest regards, Penelope. She's lovely.
This last one's from my uncle, Commander Lance. Howdy, partner. As you know, I spend many
floating in the dark, expansive space. And while Ray is playing games on my Nintendo DSi XL system help pass the time. Thanks to you, I can now play Golden Sun Dark Dawn. It's an RPG adventure where spells factor heavily into both combat and exploring, just like science does for astronauts. I'm also playing Professor Layton in the Unwound future, where I help a detective and his assistant solve a variety of brain-teasing puzzles as they try to save London. See you in Cape Canaveral soon, buddy. Lance out.
Hopefully, our families gave you lots of ideas about how to ring in the new year playing games on the Wii and DS systems.
For even more game ideas, go to Nintendo.com or check out the videos right here on Nintendo Channel. Over the past few years, we've come to love the Raving Rabbids and all the destruction they cause. Now they've figured out the ultimate way to mess with humans, by conquering history. The Raving Rabbids start out in a museum where they can try on some history-themed costumes. Then it's off to wreak havoc during some of mankind's most important moments in a series of mini-games with a distinctly Rabbids feel. There are 25 mini-games in all, divided into 5 different categories: shooting, flying and bouncing games, fishing games that use the Wii Motion Plus accessory, and cooperative racing games, like this one set during the 1929 stock market crash. 2 teams of Rabbids are attached by toilet paper and have to work together. Raving Rabbids Travel in Time also has an online multiplayer mode so you can play with faraway friends. Start destroying history today. Raving Rabbids Travel in Time is out now. That wraps up the last Nintendo Week of 2010. We'll return on January 10th with lots more about games for the Wii and DS systems.
Here's to a new year of great gaming.
So good. Hey, Dark Gary, what's in the mystery nog?
Just add cinnamon, bros. See you in 2011.